What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is Yoshii. We've actually seen Matreiuss opting into this matchup quite a bit here recently. Matreiuss quite likes this matchup. I mean, he doesn't know that Yoshii is going to play Odin here 100% of the time, every time. Yoshii could play Set here. Yoshii could play Atlantean here. I don't really know if Yoshii has some other god picks, but Matreiuss most likely has got to be thinking Yoshii's going Odin. So we're happy to play this matchup, Loki versus Odin. This is for me, this matchup is like a weird one, because lately I've been thinking that like Thor here in this matchup is probably count as Loki, like most likely count as Loki, because Thor has the second gold mine, Thor has Forcetti, Thor has every single tool he needs to stay alive against Loki, which means he gets Ragnarok. Odin on the other hand, though, not quite as simple. While Odin does have like a great hunt, boost to the hunt straight away, and a lot of advantages, the problem does lie in the second gold mine most of the time here for Odin. Plus, Odin also needs to make sure that he gets to the next age with decent timing. And we're going to be seeing here, Yoshii's going to be looking to chop a temple down on the front here and go for some sort of a rush. Now, the problem with rushing Loki, well, one, Loki gets the free myth unit spawns, but more problems are that there's no troll. There's no troll that comes for Odin at all. And trolls in the Norse mirror are so strong. We are going to be seeing that temple getting dropped down very, very shortly here for Yoshii in the middle of the map. He's going to be targeting this down. We do see a handful of Zebra have been left in the main base here. Yoshii is going to be advancing very, very soon. You have to remember that Yoshii has got a very, very unique build order, which a little bit more challenging than the average Norse build order. If you want to learn it, I do recommend going over to Voobly, looking at Yoshii's profile. You can find that literally by typing the name Yoshii into the search thing on Voobly and just checking out his Odin games, because he does this build order pretty much every single time, and learning it if you want to play this with this much of a economic advantage early game. So we'll see how it goes for Yoshii, but he's just about to advance. His temple is up. He has got the ox cart next to the wood as well, and he has picked Heimdall. To be honest, I don't like the Heimdall here from Yoshii. Much prefer in this situation to go for Freya. Idea being, you can burn one of these forests down. You have two forests here you can target. The Valkyrie, at the very least, is going to be able to chase down the troll if it gets out of position. And you're going to have a really, really good game here. But going through Heimdall, and he's almost a full 30 seconds in front of Matreiuss here. Going through Heimdall, you do lose a little bit on the early pressure here. As we see Yoshii, he was thinking about bringing the Ulfsark back to drop the house down. One thing that I think you can do here as Odin, and when you go for a Heimdall rush as any of the Norse gods, is instead of bringing the Ulfsark back, build an Ulfsark out of your hometown center when you hit the classical age to build your houses. I think that's probably the best way to get around it. It's probably the best way to get around it. And now Matreiuss sees the classical age from Yoshii here. He's going to have to pull back. He's got a little bit of time here. We see the walls coming up here. The Ravens scouting around. It would be a good idea for Yoshii to send his Raven in underneath the home base here to see if he can get an undermine onto one of the longhouses or something like that. As Matreiuss here, he's going to be looking to put some pressure on. There's two Herso already out though for Yoshii. Definitely an advantage where that's concerned, as the Iron Einherjar starting to move across here. The Ulfsark's now going to start pouring out of this longhouse to put pressure onto this hunt over here as the Einherjar coming through. We see an attempt here for the Einherjar to come in. The boosted damage comes in onto the Hersir, but Matreiuss here, good micro, are going to be pulling that one back. The Einherjar does fall here as that Hersir is going to get back and get healed back up. The villagers here will have to be pulled off of the hunt here. They're actually coming in to get a little bit of shanking action coming in as Yoshii, for some reason, decides to build a raiding cavalry. What is that? The raiding cavalry takes 18 seconds to train. You could have 2 more Ulfsark out, be at 40 population, and be ready to be taking this position out. But here, Yoshii is effectively allowed Matreiuss to get the remainder of this zebra, and he can walk back into his main base. Has a little bit of zebra remaining in his main base, plus he's got all the goats there. Alternatively, he could move forward and be very, very aggressive there in an attempt to get the hunt in the middle of the map. We'll see what he wants to do. It looks like he's pulling back home. We do have throwing axemen starting to come out here as Matreiuss is opting into what looks to be throwing axeman Hersir for the time being. Instead of rushing up to that Hall of Thanes and starting the raids up. The big weakness to the Heimdall rush here against Loki is once Hall of Thanes comes down, your villagers are going to be in a very, very difficult position. And you can bring them back onto the herdables and sit in your base, berries, herdables, and all that stuff to stay alive, and you still have your strong army. We'll see how things are going to go here. Yoshii is a little bit of population behind now. That is because he's lost his Einherjar. He hasn't lost anything else as the army starts moving forward here. Can Yoshii win this fight here against the troll? Beautiful micro there from Matreiuss. He just takes down an Ulfsark, retreats back, loses nothing there. A little bit of a chip damage received, but he's got the healing spring here. He's going to get his units back up to full HP, and he can just continue to make that happen. Look at the population differential here as Matreiuss has almost got the resources to get himself Hall of Thanes here, and he's got, in fact, he will be able to get it in the next little bit here. After that Hersir finishes, these villagers are going to be able to drop off the remainder of that wood, and he will be able to get himself a very, very big advantage in this game. Yoshii now throwing down yet another longhouse as the army coming through here. He's got to be a little bit careful now. The raiding cavalry here can take out those throwing axemen as the Hersir going straight up to their houses here. Matreiuss finds a slight bit of weakness here as Matreiuss simply just going to be retreating back. He can just kind of drag his units back home. Yoshii 65 population, Matreiuss 67 population. Very, very tense at this point in the game as some units popping out here as Yoshii wants to take the fight, it seems, but Hall of Thanes 60% of the way through here. And the Hersir are going to be searching around the map. The big weakness here for Matreiuss is he doesn't know where anything is on this map here. Does decide to turn around, get a little bit of damage done. Good reaction there from Yoshii to pull back there as Hall of Thanes will pop medium cavalry coming through for Yoshii as the villagers currently on the berries here for Matreiuss. He will be taking a hit to the economy here by not pushing out at the moment. And now Yoshii here with the Hall of Thanes. Hersir coming through. Valkyrie spawn is going to be gigantic here. Hall of Thanes is going to be more than enough to take these units out. Medium Raiders comes through in the nick of time, but it's not going to matter here as this Hersir retreats back. An Einherjar spawn as well as Yoshii's army gets absolutely dismantled here. The units on the front here pushing forward. Matreiuss is going to be probably not wanting to take that fight, but more than happily winning over on this fight here as well as the Hersir retreating back home, going to be getting their health healed all the way back up as these Hersir in the middle of the map going to be getting taken down here very, very fast. But now Matreiuss has to pull back here. He's got the Valkyrie in his army. He's got the Einherjar here as well that he could utilize. The units over here getting healed back up. More Hersir coming through. Matreiuss has got a huge population lead at this moment as Matreiuss searching around. Yoshii getting away with murder with his giraffe. On the front here getting eaten here, which means Matreiuss cannot quite find that there as he does turn around, takes the fight yet again. The Einherjar comes in to try and blow its horn, but can't quite make its way into the fight there to get the damage boost as some raids coming into the main base. It's like Yoshii going to be losing some units here for free still. Matreiuss' control, and this is what makes Matreiuss one of the best players in this game. It's literally, his control is next to none. He is one of the best at the raiding aspect of Age of Mythology. He doesn't lose units too often for no value. He's going to be keeping good control of them for the entirety of the game. As you do see now, Yoshii's villagers have to make a move. They could try and grab the elephant here as the Hearse are still searching around, looking for where the villagers could potentially be here. More military buildings coming down for Matreiuss, getting a second temple as well. I don't mind this. The temple does cost a little bit more, a little bit less wood, and you don't have that much wood generally here for Loki, and you want to be making the Hearse anyways, and you can be wanting to spam battle balls out when you hit the heroic age. But yeah, it's probably better to build a longhouse. Probably. Anyways, we see the longhouse starting to get targeted down here on this position as Yoshii is completely caught out of position here. The raiding cavalry on the back. We see the villagers happily on the hunt on the herdables here as they're starting to move forward onto the hunt in the middle of the map here. This is going to be an opportunity for Yoshii to start getting raids on. He needs to make sure he catches that. And we see the hammer troll coming through for Matreiuss, and this is something we have been seeing out of Matreiuss very, very consistently in this matchup is the usage of the hammer trolls. So strong. We see the villagers sneaking around here. Going to be trying to get onto these giraffe. And this is going to be forcing a fight out after all is said and done as the raiding cavalry get caught out here yet again. Will Yoshii send some units up here? Will we actually see that Yoshii notices this or not? Yoshii loses a villager here. He does see the giraffe is dead, but that's about it. Maybe he's not going to be able to notice that there's anything over there as the house is starting to go down. The forward base of Yoshii getting cleaned up as now Yoshii has to rebuild all of his houses. He's not doing that at this point here. Do we see the houses coming up in the main base? He does have an Ulsark in the main base here. As Matreiuss looking to take down the temple, he's taking down the longhouses, and everything else is falling. This is a huge amount of damage, which Matreiuss is inflicting onto Yoshii. As now Yoshii does see the villagers here. The villagers of Yoshii are going to be pulling back ever so slightly, coming over onto this elephant, as the dwarves coming onto this gold mine at this point. And Yoshii's going to be like, where are the units? I don't know where the units are. Matreiuss' food income has slowed down for the time being here, but he's pushing forward, taking out random Hearser of Yoshii as Yoshii has to pull all the way back home. At this point, we will be seeing the elephant getting eaten at the top corner of the map. This is going to be out of line of sight of Matreiuss. He's not going to be able to see that elephant there, so he doesn't know 100% that there's villagers over there, but he could start sending Hearser just randomly around the map as Yoshii... I don't know how Matreiuss' spidey senses there. He must have gotten some sort of a tingling there. Let's take out Yoshii here. He does see the gold mine, but he doesn't see any villagers on it. Beautiful play by Matreiuss. Though that being said, Yoshii could have clicked on that large gold mine there and seen that it was getting mined. He would have known that there has to be villagers there because there's only a little bit of gold grabbed. As you do see the Hearser coming onto this position, Yoshii's going to be having a fun fight here with his raiding cavalry. After all is said and done, raiding cavalry here, very similar to the Hearser in terms of stats, just a little bit behind on the HP. As the hammer troll is going to get some good damage done. More units coming through here for Matreiuss as he wants to hold onto the elephant here. Skadi going to be coming through here for Yoshii very, very shortly. He doesn't have his armory just yet, just distracting for the time being here as the Hearser are going to be moving up onto this position to get a little bit of a raid onto this gold mine here. Lots of gold has been grabbed by Yoshii. Look at the gold in the bank for Yoshii at this point in the game. He has not macroed this to the best of his ability here. He should have been in the heroic age possibly 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. The Hearser are searching around. They can hit this food over on this position. Walls coming down here as well as the raiding cavalry have to pull back the Hearser in hot pursuit here. Raiding cavalry do move faster than Hall of Thane's Loki Hearser, but it's not enough. Still going to take a lot of damage. We do see a Townsend now coming up for Matreiuss as well. He plays this one nicely. He knows this game is not won until it's won. After all is said and done, Yoshii really hasn't lost a whole lot of villagers here. A Ragnarok is still available. Flaming weapons here, not going to be able to be used by Matreiuss in this game because... obviously, Frost is on the way. 50%, 30 seconds to take down the Townsend potentially as an option. If Matreiuss wanted to bum rush that, he probably could have. As the Hearser are still trying to find where the villagers are. One villager goes down on this location here. A little bit sad there for Yoshii. Was not microing that one. Does find some villagers getting this location, but still Yoshii just distracting for the time being as all of the sentry towers getting cleaned up over here. As Yoshii, temple up on the back, 99 population here. He's going to be wanting to throw that market down, but I'm almost certain here that Matreiuss is going to be in a good enough position to hold any sort of Ragnarok that Yoshii wants to cast here. As we do see a marker coming up straight away, and this is going to be as all-in as it gets. And here's the thing. We've seen Matreiuss do this time and time again. Matreiuss can just bum rush that town center. If he sees the Yoshii score drop, which he might be looking at to determine whether or not he should attack the town center, as we do see a random Valkyrie does get sniped down there, he can just simply attack this. As we do see the Frost does come down. Frost will be remaining here. Oh, not Frost. Flaming weapons will be available here. The villagers do get frosted. That's a big, big hit to Matreiuss' economy, as the army going to get a decent amount of damage done. And Yoshii's need... Why is Yoshii's market not up? That should have been up. Yoshii should have been able to click up. This is giving Matreiuss so much time to literally just right-click on that town center of Yoshii here. As the unit's going to be retreating away for the time being. Heavy infantry is coming through for Yoshii. He gets his market up. He's going to buy the rest of that food. He's going to be able to go through Baldr. But there's no time left. One town center, 4 battle boar are out for Matreiuss in this game. That's going to tear that town center down. And while Yoshii is building some frost giants in this game, we'll have to wait and see. Because Matreiuss at this point, he's actually decided to not just all in that town center like he probably could have. The dwarves will have to retreat back 26%, 30% of the way through here for Matreiuss. About 27 seconds has passed. So still about 60 seconds remaining here. A whole minute that Matreiuss has to just waltz in to this town center and take it out. There's only 2 frost giants here. So 6 battle boars. 6 battle boars will take down a town center very, very fast. But Matreiuss has to realize that this is coming. 3 frost giants out now will slow these battle boars down considerably, as the army's still running around the map here. Yoshii pulling his villagers to the corner here. Matreiuss decided not to go for the town center. So Matreiuss' myth units here are now going to be useless. He's got himself 6 battle boars at 4 population. Plus the 3 population hammer trolls. The INR is 3 population as well. So 9 population there. So it's a significant amount of population that just doesn't have value here, because Ragnarok is going to be able to take them out. So we'll have to wait and see if Matreiuss can actually hold here. Matreiuss doesn't have any defenses on his gold mines. He does have 3 town centers up, however, and he is sitting at 142 and 145 population. As the dwarves are pulled off, Fire Giant will be spawned here for Yoshii as well, as the Ragnarok is going to be coming in immediately. 191 population Ragnarok for Yoshii in this game. He needs to push off gold immediately. Dwarves on this gold mine, gold mine, gold mine. Lots of gold here for Yoshii to potentially sneak here, as all the battle boars get caught out on this position by those frost giants. As the heroes of Ragnarok pushing in, there's only copper mail here. No, not copper mail. Copper weapons for Yoshii. Whereas Matreiuss on the other side here, he's got copper mail, copper weapons, and getting himself bronze mail, getting himself masons, getting himself fortified town centers as units pushing forward. Remember, Matreiuss does have himself flaming weapons here, but he's going to be wanting to wait for mass throwing axemen here to deal with this, most likely. As the Rag heroes push into this corner. Rag heroes, they do so much damage. They can kill down villagers so fast. You can't really fight back versus them. As Yoshii here, or Matreiuss here, going to be converting some Ulfsark. I like that play. Flaming Weapons does get clicked, and that's going to allow those medium Ulfsark to push back against this position here. As the Aini are going to help a little bit as the Fire Giants pushing forward. Rag heroes breaking through on this position. Not so much remaining here for Yoshii, though, as the heroes of Ragnarok over here do manage to take down a random Frost Giant. As Yoshii's trying to take out all of these myth units as best as he possibly can. But look at this. Matreiuss still at 100 population. Yoshii's at 115 population already. He does manage to do quite a bit of damage here as the myth units pushing through here. We got the Frost Giant. We got the Heroes of Ragnarok to take down that gold mine on that position. Matreiuss, 3 town centers, however, with 50 villagers. He's going to be able to repopulate very, very fast. All he needs to do is take out the Fire Giants on the back, and he should be completely fine in this game as Yoshii loses his Fire Giant, loses his Frost Giants, loses everything else. We see a handful of units coming in for Yoshii. I'm not sure where they came from. Must have been like garrisoned or something at this point as Matreiuss pulls off the gold here. He could actually also throw a marker down and just sell resources, but he could just move forward onto this gold mine over here and be completely fine in this game. Yoshii with nothing left in the tank but army at this point. It's not only that, Matreiuss also grabbing Hunt on the corner 47 villages. He's going to be able to pump villages out very, very fast here as the dwarves moving forward. A handful of units over here ready to defend. I'm not sure where Matreiuss is going with these units because his dwarves are going to be in for a difficult position here as they have to pull back. And Matreiuss is going to get all of his units to come forward here and help this one out as well. And I'm not sure what else Yoshii can do. Effectively, being down one town center, it will take him somewhere in the vicinity of I can't think like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. 20 minutes to catch up to villages, basically. One town center versus 3 town centers, because Matreiuss probably stopped villages at around 80 villages here. As Fire Giant does come through, there's still 3 Hersa here for Matreiuss. He's going to try and swing those around the back to just get onto the Fire Giant here. Because the Fire Giant is so strong, but Loki with the Hersa. Loki is one of the best gods against the Fire Giant. Fire Giant's not that good against Loki, obviously, because of those Hersa. And Matreiuss is just going to continue to build those. And in that moment, Yoshii does decide the game is lost and has to tap out. Matreiuss shows why he is considered one of the best players in Age of Mythology in this game here with his Loki. Just absolute control of Matreiuss in this game. Just out of this world here. Yoshii picking Heimdall against Loki tries to make it work. I do think that had Yoshii picked Freya here, the early game would have been completely different. There would be no way that Yoshii lets his Valkyrie die. The Valkyrie would have been able to be used to take out the enemy troll, and Yoshii probably is able to push off of Hunt, push off into the main base and get some value early game here. But instead, Matreiuss gets so many free kills early game, pushes in front, gets a very early Hall of Fames because of all of that, and gets the dub. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.